Hey there boys and girls, SuperNix here. Today I'm going to cover Pendulum Magicians. So first I'm going to show you some basic combos that you can do test hands with the deck, and then I'm going to show you my deck list and explain it more in depth. So let's get started. So this is our first test hand. So essentially the game plan is to summon Fibrax and to climb it into Selene and then Selene into a Palooza before Pendulum Summon. So that's basic of every single hand with this deck. And then depending on what you draw, obviously, end boards will depend on that. So let's go. So I think it is self-explanatory. So you go Fibrax into tuning, summon Selene, right? Obviously, first you set up scales. So you have like 3 counters on Selene, then Reborn tuning. And then we go into a Palooza. Pendulum summon Celestial to have a search in the end phase, and then Mr. Special Summon Luster, right? You make a Time Star, and then you go into LP using Luster, because he is a dragon, right? Then you use LP effect to Special Summon Phantasme. Use Phantasme, you can use any level 7 Dark Dragon, but I think this one is the best because going second it can act. It's an extender, it fixes your hands, and also it can protect your combos. Like if you have like this plus I don't know, like the tuner and then something like chronograph, that essentially allows you to have Phantasma in the field while doing Fibrax combos, right? So like it's pretty cool to have it going second. So Ignis, you're gonna pop a double iris, you're gonna spin your own LP. You get some searches, you set up scales, and summon Time Star, and then you go into Chaos Ruler, right? 7 plus 1 is Chaos Ruler. He's gonna give you an additional plus. And then you use him and Ignister for Titanic Galaxy. So your basic end field is a Palooza with 2 counters, Titanic Galaxy, and your trap, right? You will also have a Celestial Magician search in the end phase, and Time Star can protect your scales. So that's pretty cool. Keep in mind, like you have also two extra pendulums in hand, and you will have Celestial search. So like your follow-up plays will be also pretty powerful. So let's go into second test hand. So with this one, we got a bit better hand because we got Performable Sorcerer. So he will allow you to do some really cool plays that you otherwise couldn't. So let me show you. So obviously we are going to do basic Fibrax plays again. Fibrax into Selene into Palooza. Nothing too fancy here. Here we're gonna get a search from Star Pendulum Graph, and it's really another thing that you need to keep in mind. Like pretty much the way I use it is like always after I use effect and search, if I have Performable Sorcerer, I'm going to pop Star Pendulum Graph to get additional search, because you really don't need it. Like if you set up your board like turn 1, after that you're going to go so much plus that you don't really need it, right? So like I really like to pop it like with Sorcerer. So let's go Selene, Special Summon Tuning again. Go into a Palooza. Set up scales, and then you're going to Pendulum. As you can see, I'm only Pendulum 3 monsters, but that's fine. That's completely fine. So we're going to get 2 searches and trap search. And really cool thing with Synchron, like you can search him with Sorcerer, and then he allows you to make a Sorcerer level 1 tuner. So that's really cool. Like it really allows you to like make Material Beast if you want to. I'm not running that, but you can. But also allows you to make some really cool synchro fine plays. So I'm going to show you here. So we go Ignister. Again, we go into Luster into LP. Special Summon Phantasme, right? Again, same. Pop this, spin this. Go into Chaos Ruler. You're going to get an additional plus of Chaos Ruler. set of scales, special summon tuning again. And so that's the cool part with this, because Performer plus Sorcerer will be a level 1 tuner, so you won't be using tuning to summon your Chaos Ruler, which means that you can hear like special summon tuning and use Chaos Ruler with tuning for Hot Red Dragon Abyss, right? So you summon him, and that allows you to use Chaos Ruler in Grave Effect, right? Because he goes to grave. You're going to banish Selene and Phantasmic because they are light and dark, to reborn him, and then you have a free rank 8 play here. So that's Titanic Galaxy, right? So here we got so as in the last Thespian, to negate Appaloosa, Titanic Galaxy that can protect it and negate a spell, but also you have Omni Negate from Abyss, and this field is really cool because you have Time Pendulum Grab and Abyss, which allows you to essentially play around Dark Ruler no more, and also Forbidden Droplet unless they discard a trap, right? So that's really cool. So I think that's it for the combo. So let's go more into in-depth with deck profile. Okay, first we got 3 reasons why he's the searcher of the deck. So essentially, like, he can be any other magician in your scale. So I think it's self-explanatory in Double Iris build, definitely mandatory 3 up. Harmonizing, I keep going back and forth between 2 and 3. Like, both are really fine. I decided to go with 3 because for the simple fact that it allows you to play 2 hand traps much better and also going second, right? So like just Pendulum summoning 1 harmonizing that enables you to go into access scope. Like instead of going Fireback Selene Appaloosa, you go Fireback Selene access scope, right? And you have pops. Like that's 3 pops, right? Because it's like you can link away tuning into Link Reaver, right? So you will have dark, water, and light. So that's pretty powerful. Off is the best low scale in the deck. He recycles your pendulums from your extra deck, so he's really useful, especially in the grind game. Celestial Magician, he would be much better if he had Joker. I still occasionally play him at 2, but I think 1 is fine, especially that I play a Performable Engine, right? So one Synchron and 2 Sorcerer I think is pretty cool. Double Iris, centerpiece of the deck really. Black Fang allows you to summon Abyss when you don't have access to Performable Sorcerer. So like this essentially allows you to pop him to reborn tuning to make Chaos Ruler, and then reborn tuning with its own effect to make Abyss, right? So it is really cool. White Wing is there for situations where you have like harmonizing Curtain Raiser and then like 2 random Pendulum Magicians, right? But if one of those non-tuner magicians was White Wing, you would be able to do a Time Star Ignister play, right? Where if you don't run White Wing, you are kind of forced to go into Ignister plus Tornado Dragon. Obviously, you can make Savage if you want, but I think White Wing is really cool at 1. You can always access it with Harmonizing, so yeah. Dragon Pit, main reason why I run it is to out Mystic Mine. If you think that's not important, you can cut it. Like, you can easily just cut it and like play maybe second Celestial if you want. But I like him as a 1-up. He's a level 7, so he can come up like with tuning or sorcerer as level 1 to make level 8 synchro plays. Dragon Pulse, as you saw, I'm playing Unexpected Eye engine with Muggy Cobra. So he's like a backup target for Unexpected Eye, right? So I think it's really useful. If you want to play Naturia Beast, he enables you like with Sorcerer as a level 1 tuner and himself to make a level 5 synchro, and that's probably the best one is Naturia Beast because we don't have Eve anymore. So yeah. Okay, Performable Angel I already mentioned. Curtain Raiser, 3 extenders, why not? Level 4 is pretty cool. Chronograph, one Time Gazer, self-explanatory. You need extenders in the deck. Luster. Luster is a searchable tuner of Duelist Alliance, so it's the only tuner that you can search with Duelist Alliance, so it really can come in handy at times. So like if you open like any extender, don't have any tuners at all, but you have Duelist Alliance, you can go Duelist Alliance and search Luster. So I think it's really cool. And as I showcased you, it really does help for the combos with Ignister and LP. Magna Calibra as tuner, unexpected by target. Tuning needed for the combo. Magician Souls is there to get rid of extra copies of Duelist Alliance Unexpected Die when you need it. It can act as an extender. Also, it's really cool to get rid of Star Pendulum Graph, so it's 3 pluses. Why not to run? Phantasme needed for the combo. It's really cool. Going second, I definitely recommend it. 2 allures, one upstart. I think 3 allures is really too much. You have a lot of non-dark monsters, so I think 2 is perfectly fine. 1 upstart, 34 card deck, so like that's self-explanatory. Duelist Alliance, best card in deck probably. Like it searches through pretty much everything that you need, so it's amazing. Unexpected Die, extenders. It's literally the only extender that you can play in Pendulum Magicians that gives you a tuner, so it's amazing, really. Star Pendulum Graph and Time Pendulum Graph. If you really want to, you can play this at 2 because it's essentially like an extra magician, but I decided to play only one. Time Pendulum Graph Disruption allows you to play around Dark Ruler and stuff like that, so it's really cool. So Synchro lineup, Gnister, Savage, Chaos Ruler, Abyss. So I would play all 4. Obviously, they're kind of mandatory. Tornado Dragon. Occasionally you want to summon him to pop your own scales to get effects, so it's really cool. Time Star gets you search, so also protects your scales, so it improves your, makes your Time Pendulum Graph even better. Titanic Galaxy has amazing synergy with Appaloosa, so it's really cool. Access code for OTKs, Appaloosa going first. Celine, you need one for combos, and second one is there just in case past turn 1 if you need it. Like it's really nice to have access to. 1 Firebrax, 1 IP. IP is there if you get like if you're doing your Firebrax Celine Appaloosa play. If you get like when you summon like tuning of Celine effect, that's when they can view you. So what you do is you just reborn tuning and use token and tuning for IP, right? So that enables you to open 2 zones for your pendulum summon, so that's really useful. It can be literally any generic level 2 tuner, but I prefer IP because if I use it for my Appaloosa summon, it will make my Appaloosa indestructible, so that's really useful. LP is needed for the combos, and Link Reader is there when you can't do Firebrax Celine Appaloosa play, so you have to go like Firebrax into tuning and then link away tuning into Link Evo and then bring back tuning to go into Appaloosa. Like that gives you more counters on Appaloosa, but it also is much worse against Nibiru, and also you can't reborn tuning later down on the line to have some synchro plays, right? So it's just a backup plan. What you can also run in this deck is Gun Granite with Researcher. So because you have so many level 4s, occasionally like you can open. Let's say you open like 5-9 tuners, like you open Curtain Raiser and then you level 4 non-tuner, right? What you can do is you can special summon Curtain Raiser, summon any level 4, and just go into Gun Granite, into Researcher, and you have Firebrax play right there. Like that's pretty cool. If you play Darkworm Engine, that's even better. Like definitely, like, I used to play Pendulum Call build, right? In that build with Darkworms, like this is insane. Like it's actually mandatory. Like Granite into Research will improve the consistency of the deck a lot. So that's definitely what you can try. Artifact Engine, I really don't like it personally, but it can be helpful, like especially if you brick, like it at least gives you like extra deck blocks, so it can be useful against certain decks. Some other options that you can run, some synchros, some seeds. Odd Eyes build is pretty cool, Odd Eyes Magicians, but you kind of can't play that with double iris, so that's more pendulum core build. But you can try it out, like it's pretty cool. If you want to play multiple magician souls, you can play jackal. It can be useful, but I personally don't like it. Purple poison, I don't like it in the main, but I would definitely play 2 or 3 in my side because it's so amazing in those grindy matchups or going second. It's really hard to deal with this card, like really hard. Like every time it's destroyed, you get to pop a card. Like you go like summon it, crush into something, his effect triggers to pop, and a lot of people will be like, okay, I'm going to negate that. Well, most negations also destroy the card, so like they negate purple poison, but also trigger his effect again, so it gets to pop again. Like so, essentially, like they can't even negate it, right? You're always getting a pop, so it's pretty cool. So definitely, I would consider signing to a free. So I think that's about it. If you like the video, comment, like, and subscribe, and see you next time.